Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be going over all of my, well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them, at least the ones here in this coin book, which pretty much are all of them except for state coins. So basically state quarters are not included in this because I have already done a video on those. I believe it was a short. So we're going to start out with the 1 cent coins, which are just pennies. Everyone calls them pennies at this point. So we're going to start out with those, and then we'll move all the way to like the dollar and all that stuff. Like, I have a bunch of them in here, so I hope they all focus well on camera, because either way, I am going to do separate videos on these coins. Like, I'll turn it into a bit of a series. This is just kind of a compiled version of all my coin book. I'm not going to go into each one in detail. I'm not going to do that until I just go and actually just do that. Like, for example, this video is just all of them compiled. I'm going to do one on the pennies and the nickels and all that stuff. I'll go and talk about when each one was made, stuff like that. But for now, we're not doing that, so hopefully they all focus well, but we'll see. So you can see this first one, if it focuses decently. Hang on. It's probably the best I'll get it. Because sadly, they're all in these little coin things, because I just put them in there because it's easier. That one's from 1880. That is an Indian head penny, is what that is. This is another Indian head penny. This one's in a lot better condition. It's from 1902. And then that's pretty much the top row, because my top row is my Indian head pennies, as you can see. Only 2 of them there. And then we go here. This is my wheat penny from 1909. Another one from 1909 right there. They're all 3 of them, I believe. 3 or 4 of them. Philadelphia. It's another one there from 1909. That's another one from 1909. I guess I have 4 of them. I couldn't remember if I had 3 or 4, but... And then this one's from 1919, and this one is from 1916. I probably need to flip those 2 around, but I think they're fine. But the cool thing about my 1909 wheat pennies from 1909, if it focuses, which it might not, you can see this one here, which sadly I can only go 3x because for some reason on this stupid iPhone 17 there is no 4x, 5x on your video for some reason. So maybe I'll do a bunch of pictures and posts on some of these. If y'all would like to see a lot of these in detail, I'll just take them out and take pictures of them, because I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to. But you can see on the bottom it has the initials of the guy who made the wheat penny back in 1909, which is not in all of them from 1909. As you can see on that one, there is no initials. Same with that one there and that one there. So I think it's just neat. And then we go on to my bottom row. There is only 5 on the bottom row, so I was going and having to look at that just to make sure. It's gonna be a long video, so strap in. 1953, I believe that is. It's a little hard because I'm reading it from what the camera shows, because I'd rather see from what y'all see, because it's just easier for me, because my eyesight isn't the greatest. But you know, that's a 1953 Philadelphia. This is a 1953 Denver. That is a 1958 Philadelphia, and that is another 1958 Philadelphia. This here is a 1958 Denver. That is a really nice looking one too, with the luster on it. So these here are my other ones. This, I believe, is just a lot of my random ones. Not all these are wheat ones. Most of these are, like, I don't know how many specifically, but, you know, like here, for example, these top ones, that is a, zoom it in a little bit, 1939. and a 1940. Wait, is that the next page? No, that's this page. Okay. Those might be extras, I think, is why. 1941, 42, 44, and a 45, as you can see. Let me see. Let me start from the top here. So you got a 1939 Philadelphia, 1940 Denver, 1941 Denver, 1942 Denver, 1944 Denver, and a 1945 Denver. And then here, reason why you didn't see a 1943 is because you got two of them right there. These are steel wheat pennies from 1943. There's two of them there cleaned up. They look super nice. So, I like them a lot. Is that on the next page? No, that's on this page. It's a little hard to tell because, like I said, my eyesight isn't the greatest. So, 2009. These are the, so what these are is these are after they did the Lincoln Memorial, they did 1 year for 2009 to commemorate, I believe it was Lincoln's birthday and the wheat penny, I believe. Can't remember specifically what year, like what age he would have been by that time or whatever. Obviously he's long been dead by 2009, but you know, you get my point. You can see here I got these two. Here I got a 2010 Shield penny right there. I was trying to get it to focus. And then I got a 1969 Lincoln Memorial with a nice luster on it. And this here is like how these, there's these four here. Basically you got, this is the first one. I can't tell you what all these represent. I don't really remember off the top of my head. I might not even have them in perfect order, honestly. I think they're actually not in order, because I'm 99% sure it's actually backwards. From what I remember, they're supposed to be flipped around the other way. It's supposed to be, this is the start, and this is the end. I believe this is his birth. Something about him being a lumberjack. I don't know what that is. So you can see, this is birth. This is just him as a lumberjack. I'm not sure. Guess that's another part of his early life before he was in politics. This is him in politics. I don't know what he did in that one. And that's him as president, basically, that position he held until he died. So, you can see down here, I got two pennies from 2025. I just wanted to save them because there was talks about them getting rid of the pennies, so I was like, I want to keep them. So, I just think they're neat, personally. I just really like a lot of coins. What page is this on? Oh, okay, I see what I did here. Yeah, I probably didn't organize this book as much as I needed to. I probably should have organized it a lot better. But that I did not, so. And it doesn't help, my camera doesn't want to focus, but I got some 39s here. Got a spot open there because I don't have a 40 Philadelphia, I believe. So you can see. Because I got a... Basically, if I look at my 39s, if I can get it to focus, it's just so hard to do this because it's like, there's so much shine on this because I have to have my lamp on because like it's really hard for this to focus. You can see here with my 39s, or wait, do I not even have a, do I have three 39s? Here we go. You can see there's a 39 Philadelphia right there. There's a 39 Denver right there. And there's a 39 San Francisco there. You can see what I'm missing then with my 40s is the Philadelphia, but I have the Denver and San Francisco. And then these are my 341s, which you can see. Then my 342s. My three of my 43s, I had a PDS set, I believe. 44s, and then here is my 45s. And if I move on to the next page here, you can see the back of the Shield penny right there. That's what it looks like. This is just a whole page for just random wheat pennies and stuff. Like these are a lot of them are steel ones. Like these, for example, here are a bunch of steel ones. They're pretty bad condition, but I just like steel ones, so that's why I have a ton of them. Now this is where we start getting into the cool stuff. Well, that's a blank page, so not there. This is quarters. I was trying to figure out where I'm at on this. So this is a Barber quarter from 1916. Can't remember if that's the last year they made them or not, but you can see that's what they look like on the back. I mean, it's really rough condition. That's like really rough. It's like literally flat. Then here you can see I have two of these bicentennial quarters from 1976. You can see that's what the front looks like, which is not in great condition. It's got some junk on it. And you can see this is what the back looks like of the bicentennial. I just have two, so I just did that just to represent them. You can see here I got a quarter from 1965. I have no silver quarters as far as I'm aware of, unless that's silver. I'm not sure if that's silver. But you can see I got a 3-cent coin from 1881. Probably hard to read, but that's what it is. And then, is this the next page? Hang on. Yeah, that's all it is on there. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where everything is in here, because, like, it's a little confusing. So this is just my dimes. Okay. I'm looking at this through the camera, so I'm literally seeing the same stuff y'all are seeing. So it's like I'm not really looking out of the camera. It's a little weird. So you can see here, 1937 dime. These are silver. 1937, 1941, and a 43. Those are Mercury dimes. You can see what the back looks like on them here. That's what the back looks like of the 3-cent coin, by the way, right there. But this is what the back looks like on the dimes from World War II. Technically, not just World War II, but, you know, the Mercury dimes, what they're called. See, that's what they look like right there. And see, this is the back of your normal dime right there. I think whenever I do a video on these, I'll probably pull a lot of them out of their case. So, I'll tell you that much. But you can see here, this dime that I have as normal is from 1972, I believe that says. Really hard for me to read it because I don't have glasses right now, so, and my eyesight sucks right now, so it's really bad. And you can see here, I have a nickel from, that is super hard to read. What does it say? 1897. So 1897 right there. That is just impossible to just read on camera, but that's what it is. 1904 as well. That's a Barber one. It's basically the same exact thing, except just different year. 1906 and a 1911 and a 1912. So those are 5 Barbers right there. Nickels. You can see here I got some of these Buffalo nickels. Don't know what date that is on that one. Really hard to read. It's kind of how it goes. I think this one is 1920 and 1937. And you can see down here I got some of these Jefferson nickels. Nothing crazy right there. These are just newer ones that I wanted to have each design of for the newer ones. Ignore my dogs barking in the background, by the way. I guess someone's back home. But you got one from 1964, Jefferson nickel. That's an older one, not silver. And then, oh no, wait. Hang on. Oh no, I figured it out, okay. Then I got these two from World War II, 1940 and 1941, not silver. Those are before they started making silver war nickels, which was 42 or 43 through 45. You can see here on this page is my dollar coin right here. This is a Morgan dollar from 1900. Looks really nice besides that little black stuff that's on the coin right there. That's another dollar coin right there. Is that on this one? No, it's on another one. Where am I at on this? Is that all that's on this one? Yeah, it's all that's on this one. You can see here I have an Eisenhower dollar coin, and this is another dollar coin. It doesn't look like it, but it is a dollar coin. It's a I forget what you exactly call them, but it is a $1 coin. I thought it was a quarter whenever I first looked at it, but it wasn't. And that's the back of the Eisenhower dollar. So, then here you can see these are all of my silver half dollars, so 50 cents. This one is from 1907. This one's from 1912. Those are Barbers. Got this silver one from 1964 or 1963, sorry. A little hard to read it. Got this one from 1964, has all this black stuff on it, but I believe all these ones on the top are 90% silver. Yeah, they're barking really loud. I'm sorry about that. These here, I believe, are all 40%ers. Let me zoom out a little bit. These here, these 8 are all 40%ers. And these 4 are all 90%ers as far as I'm aware of, I believe. When I say that, I'm talking about their silver composition. So 1965, 66, 66, 67, 67, 68, 68, 69, and then if I flip the page, that's all my silver ones. I believe I have a blank page right here. Yep, because I was going to get more silver ones at some point, not anytime soon, but you know. And then these are not silver, but that is one from 1971. And then 2 of these bicentennial ones, which that's the back of what... This is the back of what that looks like, pretty much. You can see this, what they all these half dollars look like on the back. They look super nice. I think they're really nice. So yeah, I might not do a video on all of these coins because there's a lot of them I want to do, but I don't think I'm going to do one on each one because there's a lot to cover with these. So I think if anything, maybe I'll choose a few from each one. But I definitely can stuff like half dollars in one video, do like a short for my dollars, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this, considering it was a long video. Sorry if I am just really bad at recording right now. I just could not figure out how to do this because of the fact that, you know, these are all in little things and the glare makes it harder to read and all that. But I just have it in a little coin album. That is not 300 coins, by the way. It says... It just basically holds up to 300 coins. I don't have that many in there. I don't know how many I specifically have in there right now. But, yeah. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day and a great night.